How you doing, Miss Allen? My name is DJ Chloe, and I understand that you have something to say to the public about foreclosure in this epidemic, about how this goes on. Can you enlighten us on this?
Yeah, foreclosures are happening at a record pace over the last few years, and foreclosure defense has been an up-and-coming practice because of the securitization that has occurred from people who had obtained mortgages from around 2005 up through about 2009. Because of that, there are a lot of issues out there with regards to foreclosures, and homeowners are able to go through foreclosures and potentially hold on to properties for a long time without tenants knowing that the property is under foreclosure, only to be surprised at the end, if the foreclosure does go through, that they are going to be dispossessed of the property. But the tenant does have rights. The tenant needs to seek out what those rights are by referring themselves or getting themselves to a qualified attorney who can help them down that roadmap of understanding what those rights are. Even if you are not a tenant, if you're a homeowner and you are facing foreclosure and you are trying desperately to stay in your home, then it is probably necessary for you to go seek out a foreclosure defense attorney to make sure that the person who is trying to foreclose on you actually owns and holds that note. There's been a lot of fraud and a lot of forgery with regards to how these foreclosures have happened, because the loans and the notes have not been properly transferred into trusts that were securitized and are part of the SEC. And so it's necessary that the proper person gets foreclosed upon, because if you are foreclosed upon and you end up turning your property over and it wasn't to the right party, there's a potential you could get sued again by another party for that same foreclosure, and you'd end up with two judgments on your hand. So it's just as important for homeowners who are being foreclosed upon to seek counsel as it is for a tenant who could potentially be dispossessed of the property that they believe that they were renting in good faith from the homeowner. There's also situations where you are finding people who are breaking in to bank-owned properties and indicating that they own that property. It's important before anybody signs a lease to ensure that the person who is acting as a landlord actually has title to that property and can properly act as a landlord. So there are a variety of situations why people would want to seek out an attorney who understands foreclosure.
The tenant?
Yes, we can help both the homeowner and the tenant. We focus a lot of our practice area in that area, in the foreclosure defense for the homeowner and in the foreclosure rights to the tenant.
Well, we thank you, Miss Allen. We know that this is necessary to be heard. We are glad that your law firm is stepping out and reaching out to the communities that are desperately in need of your services. And we thank you so much.
You're welcome.